When did you realize your parents were dangerous? When my younger brother Mason scored the winning goal at his soccer championship, I was so proud I cried. My parents screamed louder than anyone in the stands, and everyone kept telling them how talented he was. Check out the legs on that kid, one guy said, and I watched Dad's chest puff out with pride. That night at dinner, they couldn't stop talking about Mason's bright future and how they'd do whatever he wanted to help him succeed. I felt happy seeing them so excited, even though part of me wished I could make them smile like that too. At first, the changes seemed like good parenting. Dad put lights in our backyard so Mason could practice after dark, and Mom started researching athlete nutrition plans. She'd measure his meals perfectly and give him vitamins with breakfast, explaining how important proper supplementation was for serious athletes. They bought him protein powder, special recovery drinks, and what Mom called performance boosters. Little white pills she said would help his endurance. I didn't think anything of it. Lots of athletes take supplements. Our dinner conversations revolved around his games and improvements. I was surprised when actually Mom took time off work to drive him to extra practices, but thought she was just excited. I remember when Mason made the elite team at 12, they were so happy for him, but soon Mom started giving him more pills with each meal, saying his vitamin regimen. Mason began putting on muscle faster than seemed normal, but Mom explained it was just good genetics and proper nutrition. When I complained about feeling left out, Mom snapped, "Stop being selfish. Your brother's gonna be the next Ronaldo." Mason started looking different, broader shoulders, deeper voice, way more muscular than other kids his age. At a tournament, I overheard another parent whisper, "That kid looks like he's on something. No 14-year-old should be built like that." The comment made my stomach turn, but I pushed the thought away. Then one night, I caught Mason in the bathroom taking extra pills from a bottle hidden behind the toilet. "The girls at school keep talking about how strong I look," he said sheepishly. "I just want to keep it up." That's when it hit me. These weren't vitamins. My own brother was taking steroids. When I confronted my parents, Dad didn't even try to deny it. "They're just performance enhancers," he said calmly. "Do you have any idea how much professional soccer players make? You should be thanking him for not being another failure." I couldn't do anything to change their mind, so Mason started taking stronger doses, and I cried the night I caught Dad injecting him with a syringe in the garage. His body kept growing unnaturally, but our phones rang constantly with college scholarships. The scariest part was my parents only saw the dollar signs. I still remember the night Mason broke down. He told me he couldn't stop shaking, and even told me about how girls were starting to make fun of him. I was confused, but eventually he told me his balls were shrinking so much they called him Shrimp Boy. He told Dad he didn't want to take them today, but instead of understanding, he lost it. "You think you'll go pro if you're just gonna act like a pussy?" he screamed. "You're throwing away millions." They increased his doses and added new pills. Mason begged me to help him stop, saying he felt like his heart was going to explode during training. But when I suggested he tell the coach, he panicked. "They can never find out. They'd kick me off the team if they knew." I knew there was only one option, so I found the box of syringes and pills and threw them all out. I was sure it had to stop, but unfortunately, that was the day it happened. Mason was the top scorer as usual, but halfway through the game, he collapsed on the field. Everyone watched as his lips turned blue, while he gasped for air. Foam started pouring from his mouth, and I screamed for help while Dad tried CPR. The paramedics said his heart had stopped for almost 3 minutes. Doctors said the massive heart attack was caused by prolonged steroid abuse, and Mason's organs were severely damaged. He's lucky to be alive, but his heart will never fully recover. His soccer career is over. It hasn't even been 2 days, and this morning Mom screamed when she opened the garage door. He found our dad there with his belt around his neck, barely still conscious. He was surrounded by old pictures of Mason as a little boy before he even knew what a steroid was. Thankfully, he's alive, but I can barely handle this as they're both currently at the same hospital.